Youngsters from the Isle of Man travel to Greenwich to enjoy the London Dome.
Just keep everything moving. Keep everything moving. Stretch up and let it go.
The education authorities of Cumbria, the Borders and Dumfries and Galloway each accepted £10,000 sponsorship plus free travel and accommodation to give 3 20-minute performances on one day in London's Millennium Dome. This time it's the turn of the Isle of Man.
Okay, just breathe. Allow yourselves to cool down.
The story was written by 22-year-old Alex Brindley. He had already scripted a widely acclaimed teenage review, and his next assignment is to shoot a science fiction movie on the island. But he also has a passion for Manx history.
We started by coming up with the idea of doing it in episodes, taking the main chunks of history such as the Celtic era that was here. We touched briefly on Christianity that came to the island, the Viking era, and we came forward then to how the Manx became a seafaring nation with its fishing industry, which went bringing people to the island after that by the formation of a sailing company which brought tourism to the island, which was its main stable economy, and then how the economy from tourism declined, but today continues with finance, and how finance is helping us look ahead into the 21st century, which hopefully crammed it just about into 20 minutes.
The Laxey Wheel is a great historical curiosity, but when it was built in 1854, it was a sign of optimism and energy, and that spirit still persists today. The Isle of Man is so busy that unemployment is officially 0.05%. Deborah Michaels, motivator and singing guru, will make sure that her young performers take that kind of energy down to the stage in the Dome.
And shimmy up again.
They were great because, I mean, I came in as a stranger. I mean, they've been working together all over the summer. And I came in on Friday for the first time and watched the piece, and then did a workshop with some of them on Saturday, because I think a physical workout is a great way of just getting people energized and letting them have fun. And that tends to break the ice. So once I did that, everybody kind of thought, oh, well, you know, she's okay. So they relaxed a bit more, which was fun.
Oh, it's dead exciting because you're meeting new people and learning new skills, and because I've never been to London before, it's going to be really exciting.
It's been great fun taking part. I've really enjoyed it, and I've made lots of new friends because I only moved here about a year ago, so I never really met a lot of people.
We're going jumping jacks! Jumping jacks! Yes!
What I was trying to get from them was, first of all, freeing their voice, coming together, realising that there's a lot of physical stamina required in performance, especially when they're working on such a tight schedule. So my main aim was to get them going, give them some fun, but also focus their energy.
Follow me! Follow me! Follow me! Behind me!
And they were great. I mean, they all, you know, gave 150%, were really energized, and the result was fabulous. You know, they're sounding really good, and they look really confident, which is great. I mean, that's what we wanted to achieve.
There's an old cliche that the Isle of Man has stood still, rather like England in 1950, or it moves as slowly as these, the legendary horse trams. But that's only partially true. It has a phenomenal growth rate of 13.5%, which puts it ahead of both the UK and of the new Celtic Tiger Ireland. Now, how are they going to show that to the London audience?
You invested, we counted. 1,000 to 10,000, it's all the same. We're talking big money, pennies to pounds, over the counter or the internet. The Isle of Man's now in the money game, and it can still get bigger.
Good job, good man.
They did it to music by teacher Paul Dunderdale and his son Ben. High-tech compositional skills combined with a teenage feeling for rock.
Well, I was given the lyrics to work with by Alex Brindley, who's done our scripting, and he said, you know, we want a rock song, so I've just done my best really to do that.
We talked it through and figured that it's got to reflect the reality of the Isle of Man's work. It's easy to be Beatrix Potter about the Isle of Man, but I don't think business would be happy if we portrayed them as being soft. It's a hard song, the words are quite hard, but it's about the real reality of business, I think. And I think he's got that in the sound. I think it sounds really very positive.
Words and music were expressed on stage by Susanna Hodgson's teenage dancers, evoking both a romantic Celtic twilight and the ambitious world of today's young Ireland.
What do you think? They're so excited about performing at the Dome that motivation doesn't come into it. They are desperate to get there and perform on stage, and I think they're going to do a very good job.
About the Dome. They can't close it now because they'll have to pay everyone redundancy money, and we're going to be really, really annoyed, and we're going to send them all these horrible death threats and stuff if they close it. So that's a big threat.
It's really good. It's like a really good laugh, and everybody's having lots of fun, so it should be really good when we go.
This was the 150th performance of over 200 on the Our Town stage throughout the year, and was to give the audience the impression of being on Manannan's Isle and explain what it is to be Manx. Stage designer Julie Fail believes much of the answer is contained in the mysterious Celtic crosses.
The Celtic crosses are the really only significant art monuments in the Isle of Man, and they're so much part of the art history which has been reflected in art in centuries old and new. It's still influencing a lot of work today.
I quite like it because it shows a Celtic design but in a simple form, and we wanted to make it bold but stand out, so we used contrasting colours like the black and red so that they'll stand out more.
Well, we got it from friends and family who live on the island, and they told us that there's special places, so we went to those places and we found loads of crosses and we got the inspiration from the crosses.
What was it like actually making your cross?
Oh, it was fantastic. We liked to paint and we all joined in and everything, and other people from the other crosses helped us as well, and we helped them, so it was really good fun.
It's sowing and there's reaping time, a time for each heartbeat, a time for every breath.
I think it's a good opportunity for Manx music. It doesn't get as much press as the other Celtic music, and in my opinion, it's just as good. But I think it's going to be the biggest thing we've ever done so far, probably. It's kind of a cross between Irish and Scottish, but it's a lot more fluid, more slow melodies, and there's not so much dance music as Scotland and Ireland, probably.
Constant through each 20-minute performance and integrated seamlessly into the live action was the video, itself a major production by accomplished director Charles Gard.
It may be surprising to know that we are actually quite sophisticated and cosmopolitan on the Isle of Man. We do have electricity and flushing toilets, much to the surprise of many people in the south of England. I think they will be surprised by the variety of the island, the fact that it is such a thriving financial centre at the moment, and yet has this extraordinary history that goes back for so many thousands of years, and its independence. We look at the other countries, Wales and Scotland, with their fledgling assemblies. We've been doing this for thousands of years over here. So let's hope they learn something from this.
The production took shape during rehearsals in Cronkyberry School. It was here that words, music, acting and dance were coordinated and moulded into shape by director Louise Beckett.
It's coming together. The kids are great. They're really committed, and it's good fun. It's good to see the set, the hard work the kids have done, the crosses themselves, painted those, put the Viking ship in place. You know, it's good to see the hard work paying off.
They'll certainly take some inspiration from the Fairy Bridge. The young performers from the Isle of Man are well prepared in music, drama and dance. But good luck is guaranteed if they say hello to the fairies, hello to the fairies, hello to the fairies. In part 2 it'll be hello to London and the Dome.
I am Manannan, God and protector to this isle. I am the spirit that exists in this beautiful land. I am the sun that warms your face, the water that laps your shore. I exist in the earth and in the air.
It's quite a leap in distance and imagination from the Fairy Bridge to London's Millennium Dome, but they are well prepared. The rehearsal area is exactly the same size as the Our Town stage, but this time it'll be before an audience of strangers who know little, if anything, about the Isle of Man.
I can't stop smiling, and I'm all like, woo, hyped up. So I'm, just want to get on there and start doing our dance.
But I think it'll feel really good when we're out there. But leading up to it, I was really excited, and we didn't get much sleep last night.
Now, children, Manx heritage is extremely important. These people are your ancestors. They are where you came from.
So this is where the birds and the bees are then, miss?
Don't be cheeky, Mr. Quail. I'll be asking you questions later about what the Isle of Man was like hundreds of years before you were born. Why? Can't you?
I always feel that history is a base of facts which, when presented as facts, wouldn't be something you could really make a show out of. But when we bring it for young people, we wanted to wrap it up in this romantic ideal and make it enthralling, exciting, and which means that the children enjoy what they're performing, and then, of course, the enjoyment can be seen by the audience and is passed on.
Children of today, adults of tomorrow, listen to my voice and heed my teachings. For I am Manannan, and I have an important task for you to fulfill.
That was the way we designed the show. It was fast-moving, it's pacey. It wasn't going to be just, there's a musical number here, there's a dialogue bit there. We've interweaved it all, which helped it fit into the 20 minutes. And of course, it doesn't allow the concentration to waver, because everything's changing rapidly. And that's what the young people liked and have enjoyed, I believe, out of the show.
Excited, but I'm really nervous because we gotta keep a straight face for some of it. So you're like, oh god, I can't keep a straight face. So it's gonna be really fun though.
Despite the protection afforded to my isle by her seas, new teachings found their way here, with the Celts choosing to worship a Christian god above any other.
But I thought you said that you were their god.
I did. But what you fail to realize is that I am a shapeshifter. Was this a new Christian god? Or was it just me, Manannan, in a different guise?
So, what came next?
Throughout these years, my cloak of mist protected these settlers. But eventually my cloak was breached, and Viking invaders landed and seized the island and its inhabitants.
I think it was quite important to kind of relax them and get them focused again, because they've been working very hard the last 2 days particularly. I mean, they've been up, they've not had much sleep, so they're very tired. So it was important just to kind of relax them, get them focused, so that they could go out and start. They've got 3 performances, which is quite tough. So, you know, I think it helped them, and I think they sort of put that into action when they did the show.
By the beginning of the 20th century, tourism had become the island's chief industry, with hundreds of thousands of holidaymakers visiting each year.
They exceeded my expectations 100%. They were so frightened going onto that stage. I thought we were going to have a few setbacks, but they all pulled themselves together at the last minute, and a lot of them have got sore throats this morning as well, and colds and coughs. So we're expecting a few dropouts, but nobody has. We're really delighted with them.
Absolutely fantastic, really worthwhile. The kids were marvellous, risen to the occasion, it's fantastic.
What do you think was the particular strength of the production as far as the audience would be concerned?
I think the beauty of the Isle of Man and the richness of the history and the heritage, and these young people are going to be carrying this on and giving that message on to their children. And so Manx, this evolves.
Tourism made this island what it is.
There were none of the notorious sound problems that so bedeviled some early productions. The youngsters actually mimed to a pre-recorded track.
I'm Carpsy, steady as a rock. Who are you?
With all the skill of professional actors. No wonder expatriate Manxmen and their education minister, Stephen Roden, were impressed.
It's been a real credit to the young people. They can feel very proud of themselves, and anybody from the Isle of Man, and there are a number down from the Isle of Man, and a number of Manx people who live in the London area who have visited, I think they'd be very, very proud of what they saw.
As the president of the London Manx Society, what do you think of the performance?
I thought it excellent. I had a party of London Manx with me. About 20 people have come along to support it. Every one of them are very delighted with everything that they have seen. It was fresh, it had verve, it brought the Isle of Man right into focus. And I think the history was beautifully done. Excellent.
Well, what do you think of Manx history now then?
Wicked!
amazing. You just got adrenaline, you just want to scream. Like, I'm really, really happy, and like, I'm just really chuffed because like it's all over. But I'm happy. I was happy on the stage and stuff, and you just want to scream because it's all over. So it's really good.
It's quite sad really because like it's all finished and that was the last one. So, but it was really good fun doing it.
After the first rehearsal here, it just gone so quickly. And there's too much to see, and it's just so good. It's really, really brilliant.
Well, the performance was really good, and it's going to be a real shame that it's finished because I've met so many people, made so many friends. It's been really, really good.
Superb, it really has been wonderful. The kids have worked very, very hard, and it shows on stage. The audience gave them a splendid, brilliant ovation at the end. It really is a good feeling. I mean, from my side of things, it's been wonderful to see something that I've written up on stage there. From the children's side of things, they've done brilliantly, and they really are on a high, and the audience loved it as well. So I think it's been a great success from every side of it.
The Millennium Dome has been criticised for its administration and for its cost, but the Our Town stage has been a great success. Cumbria, the Borders, Dumfries and Galloway and the Isle of Man have informed and entertained their audiences. And for the young performers, it's been an experience they'll never forget.